Kia ora team, welcome to our second video in our leadership series. Today we're going to be looking at distributed leadership. Distributed leadership is primarily concerned with mobilising leadership at all levels within the organisation or a group or your workplace, not just relying on leadership from the top. It's about engaging the many rather than the few in leadership activity within your working environment and actively distributing that leadership practice. So the term is often used interchangeably with shared leadership or democratic leadership. Distributed leadership is a communication system and process by which the organisation learns and develops. It cannot be forced onto a network or mandated. So for example, you can't just walk in and say, okay, you guys are going to do distributed leadership. It doesn't quite work like that. It's really important to distinguish between distribution and delegation though. A common misunderstanding is to assume that distributed leadership means delegating certain tasks, and it's not so. Distribution is not meant here in its functional sense, rather it describes a process where distributed leadership is the byproduct of shared activity, discussion or dialogue, rather than the routine of handing out tasks. So what does it take to let go as a leader? Basically, the following conditions need to be in place. The first thing you need is the right managers. So managers have to be willing to let go of what may have gotten them promoted in the first place. For example, being the expert, solving problems really well and making really effective decisions. Some managers learn the importance of letting go the hard way through overwork, burnout or underperforming. Okay, others, those with strong leadership potential, are more naturally inclined to manage that way. The second thing you need are the right workers, and to quote Spider-Man's Uncle Ben, with great power comes great responsibility. Not everyone is ready to assume great responsibility. There are some that would prefer to be told what to do. Then again, laying a responsibility on a worker that isn't ready is another recipe for disaster. So look for workers that have a track record of seeking out new and bigger responsibilities. The third condition that needs to be in place is clear direction and values. So without a rock-solid vision, mission, goals or values, distributed leadership can turn into distributed anarchy and chaos. So managers at companies like The Warehouse, in New Zealand and say Telecom have lots of local autonomy, but decisions are made within a very clear set of boundaries. Click on the pop-up to watch a lady called Alma Harris discuss what distributed leadership looks like within a school organisation. So just like in our previous leadership video, start thinking about the application of this leadership style in real life. Okay, so start thinking about different scenarios or activities within your life where you could apply distributed leadership. In particular, think about what a distributed role would require from you, what challenges would you face, and how could you deal with them.